Welcome back to the Armenian Museum of America. I'm Gary Lind-Sinanian, the curator, and I'd like to share another one of the artifacts in our collection with you. This is a dagger. This was donated to the museum by Prudence Sousa from Bend, Oregon, and it belonged to her grandfather, Hagop Mazmanian. Mr. Mazmanian had immigrated to the United States, to Boston area actually, in the 1890s, and he opened a small grocery store to the south end. This is before the Armenians began moving to Watertown. They were concentrated at the south end of Boston. And this was passed down through the family. The experiences of Mr. Mazmanian recorded in this book in our own words. They interviewed his son, Richard, some years ago, and these were all histories, and so he was talking about his experiences with Hagop Mazmanian, his father. They used to go down to Faneuil Hall very early in the morning to buy the supplies for the grocery store. And this was the father's prize, this dagger. This is actually very good quality steel, the piece, and it's decorated with these floral decorations on it, on both sides of it. The handle is very simple. It's just basically bone, a horn handle. This puzzled me at first. At the end of it, you see this little protrusion here, and this would hurt the hand if you're using it, if you were grabbing it that way. And at first I was puzzled by that protrusion. Then I realized, well, this is basically for decoration. And what you can do is you can tie the cord right around this little narrow point here on this end, then around this little narrow point here, so it could be hung against the wall very nicely you could catch this entire dagger by doing that, the side of it. And it's a very simple design, of course, the leather there. And the boss here at the end has little parts cut out of it to create a pattern there. It's a very nice piece, very practical piece, and as I said, it is a lethal piece. This is a high-quality steel, and it is very sharp. Stylistically, this curve is more typical of the southern part of Armenia going through into Persia and into North India, as far as this kind of curved blade. If you're in the Caucasus, further north in Armenia today, the blades there tend to be very straight, a straight dagger with edged on both sides, a kunjal. But further south, the blades were curved this way. And we're very appreciative of the Mazmanian family for donating this piece to our collection. The Armenian Museum is here to share our stories, our history, our culture with the public. We have a great show on the third floor called On the Edge, the Joan Agajanian Quinn collection from the West Coast.